And I guess just a quick drop in here. I guess we are officially in the well, I guess we're the officially into the strike, the ILA strike. Um, I was just catching some footage from what I'm told is the port of Miami. Um, this couldn't have come at a worse time. Okay, I just saying. I mean, for the people that have suffered in North Carolina, um, and then of course I think the toilet paper craze is probably back up there again, or the toilet paper craze may very well um, strike again very soon. So I don't know what you guys are doing. I mean, for the preppers out there, in terms of marketing and in terms of, support and your channel, this is probably a good time to, if you're a prepper or if you're bringing prepping back. What is it? Bow season. It's probably a good time for bow season. It's probably a good time for what is it? I was listening to somebody who was talking about the taxidermy, in which people traditionally only wanted the antlers or the racks or whatnot from the deer, but right now people are keeping every part of what they bag, and you can't blame them, because I just think it's probably going to get to be. I think some of the effects, it's when you look at it, I told you guys the other day, you have the returning of the MASKSs. You see those again. Now you've got this, to me, which is a pending. You have the pending of the actual supply chains being affected by this. I mean, because if I'm not mistaken, they're losing, you know, this is $1 billion a week and a day loss. If I'm, I probably checked the numbers, but when I came in the other day, I had checked on, I had seen New York Post. I had seen, of course, whether you're going with the liberal, if you want to go with the left right paradigm kind of a bit, or the red team, blue team parade, I said, well, U.S. News, not U.S. News and World Report, USA Today, the New York Post, as well as it might have been Politico, but of course, some of those, of course, all of these headlines were written, all of these editorials, some of these were more editorial than they were, I thought, like rooted in whether statistics or even historical context. I talked a little bit about, what it's taken, the United States, um, where we've been historically, whether we were, it wasn't until what post World War II, post the European, the British Industrial Revolution, that we had the dominance politically, economically, and then culturally. Um, but like I said, we're being dare I say, dethroned, or we're fallen. We're fallen. It's literally it's crashing, and to me, this is the ultimate one of the ultimate crashes. Um, if they can get this economy to crash, I think that the U.S. It'll lose its dominance. I mean, I think we're losing. We've lost a lot of it anyway. Um, and then like I said, most people talk about civilizations and how long they last, and what we're due for, but it just seems like we're morally decayed. We are financially, to me, over the hills, over our heads, and I just think that this is not. It's not sustainable. What's been going on? The real economy has not been represented for 3.5 for 3 and 3/4 years, or over 3 years. And to have this, it's just not, it's definitely gonna be more than a setback, I believe. I don't think the United States can, I don't think it can sustain a crisis of any kind, especially anything that had the impact of, CV-19. I don't think the country can sustain is going to. I don't think the bounce back is going to be, you know, it's not going to bounce back. I don't, because of where we've been, what we're under right now. I think the globalist agenda. I do think that the NWA is flourishing. NWO. Sorry, I think the NWO is flourishing. I think the fourth industrial revolution is right on schedule, right on target, and automation is a big piece. If you read any, if you read any of Schwab's, even if you just read the prologue, his own book bears out what their vision is when it comes to automation and the ability to print things, to print goods, just overall. And then he has bared it out himself and saying, listen, it's the government's job, it's the NGO's jobs to make sure that they have to do a good job at convincing the people that it's for their own good. It's for their best interest. That this disruption, they don't care about the disruption. It's all going to be for your benefit, consumers, which is, of course, to me, we are a bit of a debtor's nation. And what is it? I think I don't know, my scripture, hawks out there. Where is it? The debtor is a slave to the lender, and we certainly are. But I don't think it's a race. I don't think it. I don't. People that still want to draw this down to racism and all the rhetoric and all the propaganda, I just don't. I don't see how they. I don't know. I don't know what they're. Like I said, victimhood, and I know it sells, but unfortunately, some people can't get enough of it. That's what they need every day. They need to, if they can't get enough, if they can't get what they need enough from what they need from their own victimhood, they'll go and borrow someone else's, or they'll go and sit on. They want to be under the cast of somebody else's, like Overcast, Automorn, anything that they can find themselves. They're always looking for themselves in somebody else's loss, grief, you name it. I'm just saying. So this is pretty rough for this to come along. But I think I said it before. It's a perfect storm. You've got some people are going back to the whole buzz on, oh, well, there's not going to be an election. There's something to brew. Oh, there's not surprise. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. And then I'm thinking about the other thing I want to say on this again. I'm thinking I'm going to start another channel. It's probably going to still have something with it. It's probably still going to be heavily Black Spring, but YouTube is still doing some 2020 2021 kind of, back. They're retro striking, or not retro striking, but retro removing content from CV-19. So, but yeah, I will tell you more about that later as it comes up. Okay, so I'm gonna get out of here. It's been kind of a it's been a wonky day, to say the least. And so I'm just gonna keep an eye on this. This thing is certainly one to watch. I'm not sure if there's something that they can enact. If there's an act, I think is there an act that's associated with this type of, dare I say, crisis? Hi, RCT. So I think, I'm not sure if there's something they're going to be able to enact, which would affect the people running out and pulling. I don't know. We'll see. But I don't think I don't think. And then of course Kumala is back to her. She's like doing she's recycling and repurposing her old tactics. She's hanging around black in quote males. She's not talking weed this time. She's talking club. She's talking club hopping. she, she's talking the clubs now. So okay, what else is next? Is she gonna tell? What is she gonna tell you now? That she was in the club with Diddy, and I mean, what else is she gonna tell you? What is she gonna tell us that she partied with Flavor Flav? I mean, come on, Studio 54. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. Let me know. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here because I'm kind of toasted right now. But have a great rest of your. If anything comes up, I'll come back. It's possible. We'll see. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. I'll see you then.